Hey you, it's Jess here, and today we're planning for the week of November 14th to the 20th, and we're going to be using Scribble Prints Co in the Woods, which is a reformat of the July 2020 mystery that I did for the shop, and it's just a pretty witchy, autumny, late autumn kind of kit. And well, the one thing that happened this week is on Saturday we had our first snow, and it stuck, so now it's a wintry wonderland here. But at least it was a Saturday, and I got my last bit of autumn in, you know. But the autumn leaves are sort of like, they're gone, baby. But I still really loved using this kit, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm going to use this Caress Press maple bundle in this sort of orange bonfire kind of foil. And I think it turned out perfect. I didn't include the glitter header covers just because I thought there was enough leaves as is in the full boxes and the bottom washi. And I really like how it came out a bit more subtle that way. But look how this foil pops on these dark colors. Like, this is the upside of using dark kits. That foil really pops on them and they look great. I decided to put the bow on the plaid instead because the leaf confetti was pretty strong, and I always like the way that looks on the plain color strip. It just really makes it pop as well. And the bow covers less of the pattern, you know? So this week I actually use two specific sheets quite a lot from Papershire throughout this week. She has a witchy sheet and a black cat sheet, and I thought they'd be perfect to use in this spread, and I love the way they look. It just really fits with the vibes. So you'll see that during the weekly stuff. But otherwise, what else? Well, on Tuesday, my long-awaited new book from Brandon Sanderson came out, The Lost Metal. I started reading that on Tuesday. I stayed up super late on Monday to finish The Priory of the Orange Tree so I could get straight onto Lost Metal. Although it is the Wednesday after now and I've still got 5 hours left of Lost Metal, I just didn't get too much long reading done in the past week, which is too bad, but it's probably better that I'm savoring this book than blasting through it. Yeah, so I'm putting in the sidebar. I've decided to put the cream color as my middle color because I'm color blocking, and I kind of just wanted the spread overall to be more dark. So I put the cream in the middle. And I'm really happy that I did that. It just sort of like have a bit more of that navy and whatnot. And then the week after this, I'm using Aesthete. Even though it snowed, I really want to use my last like dark. It's kind of autumny, but like there's no snow in it or anything, but there's no like autumn leaves either. It's just like a dark academia kit, and I still just really wanted to use it because I didn't use it last year. So I'm still using it the week after this, and I decided to do sort of the opposite where I have only one of the navy in that kit, so it kind of switches it up because they are similar colors a little bit. Although there's a really beautiful forest green in it instead. But yeah. So I think all these spreads look very beautiful together, and I think autumn ended up being my best season. So what else? Yeah, so Lost Metal. Also, the Netflix show 1899 came out on Friday, and we watched, it was 8 episodes, and we watched them through Friday through Sunday, and I loved it. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. Like, the mystery of it, I was still guessing even by the end. And it was still like, even the last bit where you see the end of the mystery, it's still maybe not the actual end of the mystery. It's really fun. I thought it was really good, and I loved how it had an international cast. So like it's 1899, and this is a cruise ship going from England to New York. You know, that basically, I think they're either on traveling or they're immigrating to get to America to get away from various things in Europe. All the characters kind of have these backstories, and everyone kind of just speaks their own language mostly. So there's a few characters throughout who like they never understand what anyone else is saying the whole time. And I guess they're just going off of vibes. But there's English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Danish, Norwegian, Cantonese, Polish. And they're all actors from those countries, which I think is really cool too. But yeah, I love that. So there's a lot of subtitles in the show, but I think that's cool. And German, because obviously the creators of the show are German. They created the show Dark, which was also on Netflix, and that was all in German. But apparently, like, it kind of came out of a response to Brexit and more like European unity. So I thought that was really cool. It's like basically it's a big mystery of they're all on a cruise ship going to America. And 4 months earlier, the sort of sister ship had been lost, the Prometheus, and they're on the Kerberos. And then they get a signal that actually probably is coming from the Prometheus about where it is. So they go and investigate this lost ship. And that's all I'm going to say. It was really good. So I highly recommend 1899. But now we're starting on the day by day. So first of all, of course, we have Coffee Monday with that little cute black cat from that Papershire sheet with a little coffee or tea. Then I had a plan with me go up. I did a pre-plan with me this week. I haven't had one up the current week. I'm sort of I'm not doing them all the time at the moment because I'm gearing up to do one every week in December for Planmas. So I've just been having a little break from that. And then I did some work. I was finishing up my Lunar New Year kit this week. I don't know why. I think I had I've been struggling to get back into drawing since I had COVID. So we've been gearing up. So it took me a while to do this set, but I wanted to do it right, you know. So, because it's an important set, I think. So yeah, just was slowly working on it this week, and then we missed last week's Avenue 5, so we watched that one, and then we got Bokacha, which is like a bubble tea place, and then they also have really delicious slices of cake with like cheese, like it's like cheese frosting, but it's kind of like liquidy, like it pours over the cake, and it's so good. And then I just marked that I read till 4 a.m. to finish Priory of the Orange Tree. Yeah, it took me a while. I'll save it from all my book opinions because I have an hour-long what I read this year video coming in Planmas, and I'm just insane in that video. I'm just ranted about my books. Not always bad rants. Like, I think I enjoyed everything I read this year, but, you know. It's an hour-long video, so you can enjoy that, and if you're interested in book opinions, then you can get them from that. And I did try to make it spoiler-free, so that's that too. So Tuesday, it was payday, and I did more work, and I just love this little black cat holding a paintbrush with its tail that I used for all my works. And then we got groceries delivered, so I just used this cute little another autumn Papershire bunny with a cart of autumn goodies like food. I like to change up my grocery stickers because they're just so many you could actually choose from. And then I just used some of my SPC freebie that come in orders every now and then. I have one in black, so I just used one of those, a couple of those throughout, and that includes this burger and drink, kitty burger drink sticker To Mark, we got Cactus, which is a chicken burger place, and they only have chicken burgers and drinks. Like, they have no fries. We hate that, but we really wanted one for lunch because they're really good chicken burgers. Then I had a headache, and I don't remember why or how, but I had one. And then I started reading The Lost Metal, my new book. I'm loving it so far, to be honest. I don't really talk about it individually in that reading video because it's the fourth of I guess, what are they called? I should know what they're called because that's what all of Tamara Pierce's books are. It's like groups of 4. Anyway, whatever. It's the fourth and final book of this section of his series. So, but yeah, loving it so far. He's given us all the answers right now, which is great. And then we have My Plan With Me went up on Wednesday, and then we caught up on the new episode of this week's Avenue 5, which this show is just, it's chaotic as hell, and I love it. And then I organized the pantry. Oh, so this is a whole story. So I was like, I want to put the potatoes in the pantry, and I had a gift basket left. I had a free gift basket just lying about because my mom sent me gift baskets for my birthday. So I put all the potatoes in this basket, and then I was trying to get a place for it in the pantry so we can keep potatoes so they live longer, and so I had to like rearrange stuff. So I was organizing the whole pantry, and then I was like, okay, well, I want to put these vinegar bottles in the smaller cupboard that we have, because a cupboard that's on top of a counter, because that's where like our other soy sauce and stuff is. So I went to go do that, and then I had to rearrange that cupboard, and then I rearranged a third cupboard. I don't know. It was total ADHD craziness. But while I was rearranging that top cupboard, my microphone fell down. It was also a baking stuff cupboard, and we had a glass tube with a vanilla bean in it, and it fell out from the top, landed on the counter, and then onto the floor. It didn't break, so I was like, oh great, and I put it away. And then after a while I finished, I didn't notice I put those stickers on the same side. Dang. Oh well. Back to my story. I finished putting everything away, and then I looked down at the counter, and one of our small plates was just perfectly broken in half. It was literally like split right down the middle, a clean break, no pieces, just a clean cut through the whole plate. So now it's in 2 pieces. So obviously when the vanilla bean tube fell down, it like hit the plate in such a way that it perfectly split in half. Like, what the heck? So I had to put a broke plate because I was so mad at myself, because we only have 2 small plates and 2 big plates. So basically when Locke moved to this country, they bought 1 plate, 1 bowl, 1 small plate. And when I came, we added another small plate, another plate. We actually have 3 sets of 2 bowls, because we have like a small bowl which is sort of for small things, and then we have like a pasta bowl, and then we have a big Korean noodle bowl, for different bowl stuff. But we only had 1 plate each otherwise. So now we only have 1 small plate altogether. So now I have to go and replace that, and hopefully I can get a matching one still. But that made me mad. And then I just organized all my planners and rearranged how I was storing my older planners. And then I did some online shopping, like at Scribble Prints Co. It was a Wednesday, and listened to more of my book, The Lost Metal. So Thursday, I started planning my reading journal. I was just putting stuff in pencil, ready to do like filming of that. When I finally like put in the pen, did some more work, and I cooked eggs for breakfast slash lunch. And I always just wanted to use this sticker from SPC with the hands cooking eggs. This was actually a day that Locke went into the office, so I was just bumming around doing my own thing, And then we started rewatching Superstore. I think we're in season 3 now, which is funny. It's so easy to binge, and I love Superstore. And then for dinner, we got this Malaysian place called Street Canteen, and I got chicken satay with rice and vegetables. So good. So tasty. And then reading more of The Lost Metal. You can see I was planning and excited for this book because I bought scripts for it. I would really love to have scripts for all my books because I just love seeing the titles rather than just read, because I don't know, I just prefer it that way. It's just weird. But with the way I've been reading, I just can't, unless I made my own scripts. I'm kind of screwed about that, so I don't know. I guess I could just write in it's just tiring to write in the same title over and over again, but you know, such is life. So I don't know what happened on Friday, but I was suddenly feeling super down and in my feelings and just bleh, like sad. So the first bit I put here was in my feelings, and then I put a do nothing because I was just like, I'm sad. And I probably just watched a lot of YouTube, to be honest, because a fair bit of videos come out on Friday, which is nice. And then in the big one, I just marked cooked dinner. What did I cook? Oh, cooked spaghetti. Well, we used fusilli pasta, but I made bolognese, a huge lot of bolognese sauce, and cooked a whole packet of pasta, and that did us good for 3 meals. So 6 meals altogether because it's 2 for 3 times. So that was really good. Super tasty. I just live for bolognese, honestly. Now I'm ahead of myself. Why does that happen? Anyway, then in the second part, I'm going to mark that we started watching 1899, and that was really good. I love a little mystery, and it's like the aesthetic of it is really good. It's kind of creepy, but it's not actually like spooky horror at all. It's more sci-fi, which is fun. Like, it's 1899, but it's sci-fi, so that's pretty sweet. And also one of the actors is Anna Barnard, who is so hot. He's so attractive. Oh my god. Even more attractive when he's wearing this amazing coat with the lapel flipped up. Ugh. Yes. His lucky wife, I'm just saying. Anyway. And then we watched those 3 episodes of the new Mythic Quest season up, so we watched all of those, and I love Mythic Quest as per usual. And then I listened to The Lost Metal for the last bit of the day. So let me put in this stuff. I tried out using like these little TV stickers for the shows that we spent a little bit more time watching. Like, they're okay. I'm very picky with TV stickers, and I still really haven't found the right ones. Which is why I kind of try and stick to having little things, because I don't mind the little things, like sticker icons for TVs. But for marking like a bigger block of watching TV, I just haven't found it yet. Then Saturday, I just marked first snow, and I did have to search through my winter album to find a sticker that would go with the spread without being like too crazy, because all the snow stickers are blue, like a bright light blue. But I found a really good sheet from SPC where she has like a mix of winter doodles, and one of the versions of it is all like brown colors. So that's what I used here on Saturday, which we'll see soon enough, eventually. So that worked out. So love SBC's doodle sheets. There are just so many to choose from, and I love it. Then I marked that we got Wingman, which we didn't get wings. We got their like fried chicken tenders, and they were so good. But we got that and fries, but there were so many, like not even Luck could finish. We both had half of our lot left. So the next day we actually put it all in the oven to reheat, and then we made KFC twisters. which I've found out that they don't have in the States anymore. I don't know when they got rid of them in the States, but a while ago. But a twister is basically, it's a wrap with the crispy chicken tenders kind of thing, lettuce, tomato, and then a pepper mayo. It's super simple. Because we don't have, well, we have KFC in Finland now, but it's on a different island. Because Finland's like all archipelagos, so it's too far away for us to get it delivery, or for us to just go and find it. So, so we just made our own fake KFC twisters, which are my favorite KFC thing, except for popcorn chicken. But yeah, it worked. It was delicious. And then we got 2 meals out of this one, which is great. Then I did laundry and watched more 1899. And then we put on a film. And because it was Adrian Barnard, he's also in Dunkirk, which I only ever watched on a plane, and then Locke had never seen it. So we put Dunkirk on, and I really enjoyed it. It's so tense. Like, the soundtrack makes it so tense. But it was good. Probably the best Nolan film, maybe. Did he do The Prestige? I haven't seen it yet, though. I still have to see it, but it was good. And then did some work late into the night to finish up some stuff and listen to my book, The Lost Metal. So, Sunday, washed some clothes. So, laundry on Saturday was a dryer lot, so we did towels and underpants and stuff like that. And then on Sunday, I washed clothes because I hang them up on the line even in winter, but we hang them up inside. But we never dry our clothes. I've never done that like in my life. I think in Australia, because Australia were really big on the clothesline, you could pretty much not have a dryer at all, to be honest. But here we need a dryer because it's really hard to hang up sheets and duvet covers. I just don't have the space like in Australia. But so wash clothes. We had a big cleaning day. We were cleaning up some stuff, breaking down some boxes for recycling, and then I had a big planning sesh, filmed this stuff, and planned up a whole bunch of things, and finishing up my Planmas stuff. So, and even started planning for next year, so I love that. And I love how this foil bundle now has a planning sesh, because then you're like, I'm having a big old session with my planners. Then we finished up 1899, and then I was up late doing some more drawing work and listening to The Lost Metal. And that is the whole week. Not a terrible week. I don't know what happened Friday. My mood just plummeted that week, but then I felt a bit better after just chilling, and I didn't do any work that day. So just resting when I need to. I think it's just one of those things, of perhaps having ADHD, that mood swings very easily. So I just have to be aware of that and like look after myself when I need to. But that is the finished spread. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, because starting Friday we're having videos every day through Christmas, because I have a bunch of wax stuff going up. So Planmas starts November 25th actually. Anyway, otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week. Let me know, is it wintry where you live yet? Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I love you. Bye.